Poetry seems hidden. For a boy or girl to speak words of wisdom, written or said in a different way, is forbidden. Some people call poetry a hobby, but really it's a cure, my own therapy. Poetry is my best friend, one I will never forget, because from when does pencil and paper leave you? Poetry is what stood by me when everybody left. It did anything but commit a theft. It's my way of expressing myself through different ways, through different forms of poetry and phrases, from spoken word to free verse, to capture attention, to make people listen. And there will be times in life when there's no one around, not your sister or your brother, not your mother or your father. And poetry is what got me through those times. So please, listen to a story of a girl unknown living in this complicated world. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Truth. She was the living proof. She was living in a fairy tale, thinking there's no such thing as a word fail, believing everybody was her friend, being accepted without following the latest trend, forming ideas of a good world, just love, no sword, walking with her head up, not lowering her gaze. The stars were her limits, so she used to say. Time passed, she grew up. New emotions she grasped and kept. Classmates leaving, soon less friends. New trends, she still stands still, staying herself. Time passed, she grew. Not her length, nor her strength. Her heart filled with confusion. The next year, still the color gray, but a different shade. She found a group and got close. Secrets starting to expose. Those friends she had, they were hurt. Some took pills to insert, then ran over to the bathroom, head over the toilet bowl. Others who stayed up at nights, listening to their parents fight, tears streaming down, and others who had no power, who got touched, feeling relief once someone knows. That was the first time she ever found out those problems were living. She held on to their pain, helping them become sane. She dedicated herself to giving advice. But at the end, they all left, all because she was nice. In her bedroom, she wrote to herself of this world and all the problems it has to hurl. Living life with an independent problem never exists. There's an outside world where people are punched and hit. And guess what? You live in it. So, what does she want? Wait, she is me, a part of me that haunts. So what do we want? Well, we want love and compassion, for kindness to be an own fashion, because we are sick of worrying if anybody will ever ask. If being cheerful will stay every hurt person's mask. We want fairness and duty, for our duties to be something we can do beautifully, for our adults to understand us, to put us in mature conversations where we can discuss, for them to understand we get stressed too. There are problems in this life while us kids try to get through, to give us a chance to fix our own mistakes, but to be there to catch us if we can't use our brakes. For our friends to not act as if we judge, as if we are faking our caring and love, as if we don't value them, as if we are asking them to be gone. For countries to stick together once, to fight for one thing, but stay connected, even if we receive a punch or a swing. For the world to stop being so hung up on those electronics, so we can notice the small, magnificent things that are pure and honest. For everybody to stick to rules, because without rules, we turn to fools. To think, believe, and hope. To accept that people care and they can cope. For people to understand that in this life there are precious things. And trust me, just stand up and you will see those. Save us, save me, save you. Make your world imagined come true. Because soon writing will pass through and I will still be begging for people to care so I can have a crew. So the only question I have left is, when will we care? In 2015, 2019, or 2000 never? Thank you.